My name is Pantelis Verginades. I am the Senior Technical Consultant for NEC ITPS products. And what we have here is NEC's Smart Virtual Workplace. Basically, we've all been familiar with the PC. It's been a great tool for the past 20, even more years. Everybody's familiar with it. And it's been a great tool, allowing us to do a lot of things. It's very flexible. You can do all sorts of work on it. But one thing that the PC was never really designed for was the scale at which we are implementing it in today's enterprise. We've got companies that have got 200 users, 500 users, 10,000 users, and the PC, even though it is a good tool to use, at that kind of numbers, at those kinds of numbers, it can cause a lot of problems. It costs a lot of money to keep them maintained, to keep them updated. Security is becoming a very big issue, and basically what we are addressing here with the VPCC, the Virtual PC Center, is all of these issues that arise when we have to deploy hundreds and thousands of PCs in an enterprise. So essentially what we have done is we have decoupled, we have disconnected the software and operating system part which makes up the PC from the PC hardware. Therefore, on the user's desk, instead of having a PC with the operating system running locally, we run the operating system and the applications inside the data center. And inside the data center, they are more secure. Because they are all together in one place, they are easier for us to manage, they are easier for us to maintain, they're easier for us to make sure that they are running properly all of the time. Especially in cases where we have remote locations that might take a long time for us to get to them before we can actually affect any kind of maintenance on the PCs that are running there. In fact, according to the studies that we have made, going from the traditional PC to a VPCC environment, we can save more than, we can not save, but in a PC environment, in every year, we will lose about 100+ hours worth of employee work time because of issues with the PC. We can drop that down to a third of that by introducing a system like the VPCC, because we don't have a PC on the user's desk. And the thing that usually we need to maintain is the operating system that's inside the data center where the administrators are, and they can effect any kind of maintenance to them much more easily than they would if they had to go to the user's desk to do this. We can provision new virtual PCs for our users in a matter of minutes, whereas replacing a desktop PC, either because we want to change the operating system and put a newer one, or because we want to install some applications, or because there's a fault in it, would take hours. In the VPCC, we can do it in a matter of minutes. We also have full control centrally with regards to what can pass between the virtual PC running inside the data center and the user's terminal. If we don't want access to USB ports, we can block it again centrally, which means that if we allow it for this terminal, or in fact actually if we disallow it for this terminal, and this terminal fails and we need to replace it with another terminal, all we have to do is just take this terminal away, put another one in place, and we don't have to do it again for this terminal, because everything is done inside the data center where we have full control. So essentially we are providing exactly the same thing that our users are used to by using a PC. So it's still a Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 8 operating system. No difference in the interface, no difference in the workplace of the user, which means that when the user logs in, he gets something that he is familiar with. He doesn't have to relearn something from the beginning. He is familiar with this, he knows how to use it, so he can get straight away to work, but at the same time, not having all of the issues that arise from having a PC. On top of that, NEC being a major vendor, we are providing both the VPCC equipment, the VPCC installation, the implementation, but because we also have a telephony element to the organization, we can also provide the UC, the unified communication part, and we can integrate, as you can see here, the two elements, and they're all coming from a single vendor. They're supported by a single vendor, and it's all designed, of course, to work together as efficiently as possible. So by combining the two solutions, the virtual workplace, the VPCC, as well as the 3C unified communication product, we can provide to our customers a very, very flexible workplace environment, one that is not linked to a particular physical location. By combining these two solutions together, wherever our user is, as long as he has some sort of IP connectivity, he can do his work, but he can also have all of his communication following him around wherever he goes. And this is a very unique kind of proposition, because we are the only company essentially that has both of these parts, the IP part, the data part, as well as the networking and the communication part under one roof.